What is going on, you lovely people? It's your boy Roliver Queen. I am back, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely, scrumptious, delicious, handsome, sexy, fine as fuck homies. Fellas, please introduce yourself, starting with Dr. Ben.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ben. I'm here.
Cosmic.
What's up, guys? Cosmic Ranger here.
All right, guys. So, I hate to say that.
Wait, I have something I have to show you.
Oh! What's up?
I'm gonna derail the conversation just for a little bit. Just hold on a second. Look at this beautiful Avengers Tower.
Hello.
Now, wait a second. Wait.
Oh my god.
Wait, that's fucking cool.
How much was that?
Don't worry about it.
What the hell? Oh, oops. Hold on.
I mean, come on, right?
That is beautiful.
That's fucking cool.
But yeah, guys.
Still playing the song,
right? So I hate to say that we called it, but we called it.
Yeah.
All good things come to an end.
All good things come to an end. So we're here to discuss the news. So Boom has finally made the decision to end the current Mighty Morphin run after 8 years. 8 long years
of near perfect storytelling.
Yeah, near perfect. Hey, were there some flubs along the way? Of course, but god damn it.
Definitely.
Yo, 8 years, 8 fucking years.
Most books don't. I mean, what books really are that consistent?
Who lasts that long?
What lasts that long?
I mean,
in print media.
Let's see here. Batman has gone through several creative team changes since.
Power Rangers is not as big as Batman. I'm talking about
No, I'm talking about in general. Because I started with a lot of those books also with Power Rangers. So Batman has had a bunch of relaunches or creative swaps.
Right.
Green Arrow, Superman, Spider-Man,
something man.
X-Men. X-Men might have lasted just as long as Power Rangers did. Well, the Krakoa era.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's after 8 long years, it's over. Well, it's about to be over. So let's get initial thoughts out the way. How are we feeling? How are we feeling?
Fine.
I'm sad. Like you said, we knew this was coming, but to have confirmation is just ugh. It just feels, especially with all the other news surrounding the brand right now, it just feels like another gut punch. Yeah. That our era is ending.
I'm content with it.
Okay.
It feels like we will have an 8-year saga that I can pick up, reread, go back to, and I hope that everything gets tied up with a bow. There's nothing that's lingering. Now is the opportunity to not leave anything lingering. Yes. And I trust that Melissa will not leave anything lingering. 122 is a weird number to end on, but I thought it was going to be 125, but it's kind of like with Shattered Grid, where the ending was actually a one shot.
Yeah.
I personally am not a fan of that sort of way of doing things. I prefer it to be part of the main series.
Same
number. And we really could have gotten to that 125 number. But it's not the end. It is what it is. It's whatever. And I trust that it's going to end If I'm being can I speculate?
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
I think that the way it's going to end is that everything is going to get put back into place, and that it'll be as if the comic universe, like, almost quote unquote never happened. Like, everything will get put back into place and then reestablish the TV timeline or whatever. That's what I think is going to happen. I will be happy with whatever. I apologize. I sound very indifferent about this. It's kind of, I see it as they made this book great to read in one sitting. They made it incredibly difficult to read month to month.
Yeah.
They made it very difficult to read month to month, unless this was the only thing that you had on your mind.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I do not have that luxury.
I don't think anybody does.
They did not make this book accessible to new readers. They did not make this book accessible to fans necessarily. There's no good jumping on point. There's no recap pages, and I will scream from the heavens about that. That I think is this book's greatest sin. They just didn't make it easy to get into the book. That's not an indictment against the book. That's an indictment against one decision. Because, like, far and away, this is my favorite book that I've read. It's absolutely my favorite book that I've read. Will I miss it? Yes. But I also feel that we've kind of hit our limit with the Mighty Morphin stuff that we can really tell.
Yeah.
I really do think that. I don't think that we could do any more. I think that we've done the limit of certain fan service things, like seeing Zord combinations and certain costume combinations and costume variations that we would never have seen in the TV show, but we all wanted to see that, and we all played with our toys like that when they wouldn't break. And so, like, I think that we've seen everything that we can see for the Mighty Morphin era. I've seen things where people are like, "Oh, there's going to be another series, blah 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 blah." There's no fucking way that they're going to do Zeo. There's no way that they're going to do.
No.
They're not going to do anything other than Mighty Morphin. It just won't sell. If this didn't sell, that's not going to sell. And it is a miracle that it lasted as long as it did. Yeah. And that it was as good as it was.
Yeah.
That point. Like,
anyway.
I also see the ending being a thing of, hey, let's put everything back in the box. And actually, no, I see it like this. I see it as they don't really defeat Dark Spector, but Dark Spector gets put in the same place as he was in the TV universe. So it's kind of open-ended. So if there is a continuation, we know what that continuation is. We could just watch it. It's called Zeo. It's called Turbo. It's called In Space.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'm.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm saying. I'm saying that I think that they're gonna wrap everything up in a bow, as if none of this actually happened. None of the comic stuff happened, and then it can just continue on from the TV series.
Yeah. Or it could just be like a hard close. Like, again, we don't know what Melissa Flores is going to do.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe
it could be a hard close, and that is the end of this chapter on this universe.
Yeah, and that's it. So I don't know. Maybe everybody's depowered. I don't know. It's just peace and harmony. And when Dark Spector's gone, the whole the Monarch of Evil's gone. Like, cause he's the head dude in charge.
Well, the Monarch of Evil in that galaxy.
Well, that galaxy, but at least for that era, he was like he was the big dude in charge.
Yeah.
So I said once he's out of here, that's it. Maybe they still keep the powers or whatever. Maybe it's just, oh, well, we still got these powers. We can still save other galaxies. I don't know, but it'll be something where we can be fine with just ending this universe altogether.
Yeah.
Or maybe
See,
Billy does something.
I'm expecting something along the lines of like the RPM ending where like everything ends, but then you see like a glimmer that Dark Spector is still kind of out there, like he's never truly defeated.
I truly hope that we do not get that. I do not want that. I 100%. I do not want any. I don't want anything unresolved.
Well, it would be unresolved technically because it would lead into the same thing that you guys want of the TV show because he still comes back later. Like they still have to deal with Malagor. They still have to deal with Dark Spector in space.
Yeah, maybe there's a realization there that they realize, okay, he has to be part of the timeline, or else everything goes tits up if we don't preserve him in some way. Like,
because they are still doing stuff with the grid, and that's what it all relates to.
Right.
So yeah, lock him back up in the grid. And then he's always going to be a threat that he's locked in there. Yeah.
I like that callback.
Always thinking.
No, yeah, because I see it ending something like that, and then like hopefully with a splash page or something of like visions of the future Rangers of like things to come from the show.
Sure. Did they say who the artist is of the final? All of it. Is it going to be another? Is it going to be another jam issue like how 100 was, or like are there going to be guest artists or anything?
It was like one specific artist, but I can't.
It's going to be one. Okay.
Yeah, so far it's just covers. Sure. Yeah, so far it's just covers. I'm not. Let me see. Okay, I'm looking it up now. Okay. All right. We go. Can you guys see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Darkest Hour 1 is Flores.
Okay. It's one person.
This one, yeah.
And the same colorist. Okay.
Yeah. So
look. Something that I really like about the connecting cover that you just had, the image, is that it's really showing the Rangers that were part of this comic series, and we're not going to get any sort of surprise new Ranger, or I don't know. I
think there's still one, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. There might be one or two still. I'm going to be honest with you.
All right, fine. But like I wasn't a major fan of how they introduced the Death Ranger in 100. Like it just felt like here's this character that you don't know, and here's this one shot that takes place right before it. I feel like the buildup wasn't 100% clean. Where I'm getting at with this is that I hope that the buildup, if they do introduce another character or two, it'll be a little bit smoother. I don't know.
I don't think it's another character, but I do think we're getting at least 2 more suits.
Okay.
Okay, I can see that. Also, I do like. Again, we're talking about putting a button on things. We can spoil because the issue's already out.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, we're full spoilers on the recent issue. I like the fact that the Solar Rangers are coming back.
Yeah,
I love it.
Sure,
I think they should have come back.
Bring them back.
Like, this is an all hands on deck situation. I know we felt how we felt about Beyond the Grid, but that's the beauty of a universe, a big expansive universe like this. Like, yes, it may not have worked with one writer, but that toy is still there for somebody else to come pick it up.
Yeah.
And I like the way that Parrot used it in Necessary Evil. He just brought only one of them back. But it seems like we're bringing the entire team back.
Did he bring back? No, I think he brought back Orange.
He brought back both, yeah.
He brought back both. He brought back the 2 main ones.
Yeah, but yeah, then they teased at the end of Necessary Evil. Yeah, you should see the new team of Solar.
Yeah.
I And then the breakdown for the next issue does say that we're going to see new Rangers. So new Solar Rangers.
Fine.
Yeah,
fine.
I'm not mad at it. I'm
not mad. I'm not mad.
I think it'll still be the same suit, so that's not the difference.
Did they say the price of issue 122? Is it going to be a double-sized issue, or is the one shot going to be big, or both are going to be big?
The one shot is going to be what's going to be big. I didn't say. There's no specifics on 122 from what I got today.
Okay.
Oh, we have a special guest here, guys.
Uh-oh.
Very, very,
what you guys
very,
talking about?
very special guest.
What I miss?
Welcome, Deoxy 360.
Yo.
Yo. What's
Yo.
up?
What's cracking?
What's up?
Yeah. Not much. Finally back at home, and I miss so much like being away from access to a computer. But yeah.
Where were you?
On a space mission.
Oh, okay. I'll take that.
Great answer.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Nah, glad to have you, homie. Appreciate you popping through. We couldn't do this without you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and just start off with like your initial thoughts about this big announcement, and then we'll get into the specifics about what we're talking about.
I'm still lost for words. I mean, we all knew it would come to an end eventually, but I didn't think it'd be so soon because I thought Darkest Hour would end in August, but it's ending in July, which is crazy to think about. But at least, like, because I've been listening earlier, at least the comics are going out on a high note, and they're not going to drag out more stories because I feel like Darkest Hour with the stakes and everything, with how everything's going, this is like the best high note they can go out on if they want to end the comics here, and then we'll see what happens with whatever they want to do next.
You said July, so they are ending 8 years after it was, I think, announced.
Oh, shoot, really?
I think, because it was announced at like San Diego Comic-Con that year, right?
Oh, like day one kind of thing?
Yeah.
Boom, one more.
No, we were promised Ryan Parrott.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't deliver on that. I'm blocked.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, what?
That's mainstream live.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
you can't see it. You're blocked.
That's pretty good.
Oh,
That's so
man.
He's actually at C2E2.
Jason Geiger.
Oh, fun.
Not as a guest, as just some random person at a booth.
Okay. What's your
Interesting.
peddling?
What are we all talking about?
No, yeah, we're just like giving initial thoughts on like the announcement, and so Ben made a good point. It seems like this series is ending. You said 8 years after it was initially announced, right?
Yes, but Eric, did you see what I showed at the beginning?
No, I missed it. I was eating dinner because we literally just got back from the convention.
Okay, give me.
So he's about to show off.
Oh,
Can I show something off?
Yeah.
Yes, you can show it off one more
Not
time.
Power Rangers related.
Steven Martinez said Eric's a blockhead.
I built Avengers Tower.
Oh, whoa.
And then I did something with it.
What?
We're going to get hit with copyright strike.
Yo, for real.
Shut it down.
Yo, you know what? Good call.
Thank you.
I'm a small channel. That could hurt me, okay?
Whoops. Look, I don't know how they didn't get the rights to it, but yeah, no, I installed the light kit after I built it. That was fun.
Yes. So Eric,
yes,
go ahead.
Yeah.
Your initial thoughts on the news. I know we spoke. I know you gave some of your thoughts on the timeline, but yeah,
Sure.
initial thoughts, brother.
Yeah, I mean, kind of shocking, but kind of not, because I know we've talked in the past about Darkest Hour, kind of being this year-long event, year-long celebration that kicked off for the 30th anniversary of the show. So it's like, kind of, where do you go from there? Personally, I would have loved if they ended at 125, because to me that just feels more. Yeah,
that's what we were saying. Like the whole one shot thing. I'm not a big fan of one shots. I think it should have just been part of the main numbering.
Yeah. But yeah, I think 125, then you bring it into maybe September, October, November, just kind of end the year 125. You can still have the one shot, but I just like an even like milestone number. Like randomly on 122 sounds kind of weird, but no, when I first heard about it, it was released by Looper as an exclusive. And everyone was freaking out because they left out the most important part, that more announcements might be coming at San Diego Comic-Con. So
now, who here goes to Looper frequently?
Not me.
Okay, I was expecting nobody to raise their hands. So,
well, it's just like when they give press releases or first scoops to like CNET. Like, hey, here's CNET, like whatever. Like no one goes to CNET either, I don't think. But so when I heard about it, I mean, I was kind of bummed, just because I love these characters. I love this universe that they've built over multiple series. Like just in this shot, which was released today, gorgeous artwork.
Yes.
I just love that, like, even Matt has like his hand on Tommy's shoulder. Like, even those two have gone through such a huge, like, relationship change throughout this series ever since he was first introduced. And, I love the Omega Rangers. I love the Mighty Morphin, and, everyone involved in the event, like shooting across this cover, this, 2-cover split panel that they're doing. It's awesome. And this really encapsulates what, Power Rangers means for all of us. And look, it's been 8 years of the comics. These comics have gone me through Ninja Steel, through crappy shows, through hiatuses, through everything. And so pinatas, all of that. So, I'm bummed because I love all the writers who have worked on this. I'm so glad Melissa got to be the last person to end this series and to tell her story and kind of introduce that lore that she's always wanted to, but never could. So yeah, I'm bummed that it's ending, but now we have the potential of maybe there's more. And I know it's going to be a complete reboot, but part of me kind of wants them to jump into, like, I know a lot of people are saying Zeo, but I love those season 3 Ninjetti. Like, I feel like there's a lot of potential there. But again, this, like, Ro brought up a good point on social media that, ever since Shattered Grid, this universe has been shattered and split, and that's why they're able to bring in Dark Spector so early. And it's just crazy that the amount of, like, one shots that we've had to connect everything. And we've got Hyperforce, we've got the Solar Rangers, and not to take away from previous events, but I really feel like this is kind of, the swan song. It's kind of wrapping everything up, because I don't know what they could do to make this any bigger. So part of me wants, like, I wish there was like a 3-issue kind of like an epilogue chapter, just them returning to their normal lives or whatever craziness happens in this event, just so we can get to 125. And that would be my only wish for this. But part of me is also relieved that I won't have to spend so much money on variant covers.
We talked about you. We talked about you.
I know. Look, ever since 100, I've only received what my comic guy has been able to get, and that's usually the A, B, and the unlockable cover. That's it. So
Matt's hand on Tommy's shoulder. Buddy, the universe is coming to an end. But don't forget, I doinked your girl first.
Speaking of that though,
Unhinged.
Yeah, where, why?
like I said, I gotta give it to him because
Yeah.
you guys have known. I thought this brother was out of here. I
Yeah.
thought this was it. Like I was
No,
like,
there was a
yo,
while we thought he was gonna die too.
yeah.
but
He might still.
hey,
Well,
who knows? But I don't know, the fact that even he was able to come in and become like a mainstay. And at first I was like, who is this guy? Now I'm just like, I kind of like this guy. He ain't so bad. And like I feel that way about like a lot of these characters. So it's gonna be weird going to the comic book shop now
Mm-hmm.
and not getting my Morphin. Like this is one of the comic books that I started the game with.
Yep.
And it's over. Well, it's about to be over. So I think it'll hit me in July. Or it'll hit me in August when I go back and I don't see my Morphin. That's when it's gonna hit me.
So are both 122 and the one shot coming out the same month?
Yes. So
yes, they're
they're
a week after each other.
Yeah.
Okay, they're a week out. Okay.
Wait, so time out. So if we're including the one shots as the official numbering, what does that bring us to?
So there was the Shattered Grid one shot that basically acted as issue 26.
Okay, and we've had a crap ton of those like since.
Yeah, and they're not
Yeah,
counting.
because like if you want to count like
They're not counting
Motion
Go-Go.
Masters or Hyperforce and stuff.
I
like
actually
that,
don't think that we've had a crap load of them. We've had that we've only really had one shot, and then the other ones were all universe or not universe, unlimited.
Unlimited.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you take all of that plus maybe the minis,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So
The number gets to maybe like 150.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not counting the other mini series like Pink or Draken, New Dawn, or any of that stuff.
Yeah, some stuff that doesn't take place within this.
But yeah, if you include Go-Go in there, it's probably around the 150 mark.
Okay, all right. I can live with that because they're all connected minus because Pink wasn't in that universe. So I think I can live with it not the official book not reaching 125. I can live with that because I count everything as one. I know I'm technically not supposed to, but I think it's fine. So if we're saying that, then the 150 issues of Power Rangers in this time?
Yeah.
Oh no,
in this economy?
Oh yes. You have to clap. You have to.
Yeah, and I've been at C2E2 all day, so I saw that the the July previews came out and all that stuff. So I mean, we still got a lot coming up. I'm fully invested in San Diego Comic-Con. I really want to know what the hell's going on over at Boom.
Yeah.
And what they have cooking for Power Rangers.
So let's speculate that.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's talk about it. Do you feel, Eric, that there actually is going to be something after?
I think it's actually, before he answers that, I think it's worth saying, how do you think it's going to end?
Oh, we didn't ask Deoxy
we all went around and we all said like how we think it's going to end.
Deoxy, how do you think the series is going to end?
I honestly don't know, but I think it's going to end with another reset with what you guys were saying, where it's going to sort of connect to the TV show in the end. Like the comic universe will be its own sort of splintered off thing, and then they'll have the TV show timeline, possibly.
Yeah. Okay.
I think if they're doing this, or what they're hinting at in the latest issue, they want to set off basically like a bomb of good Morphin grid energy with the Zeo planet in the void. I think it might be so overpowered that maybe we don't need Power Rangers. There could be an instance where maybe it's Zordon Wave 2.0, or it's this continuity Zordon Wave potentially. and all evil might be purged, but then there might not be any power for the Power Rangers. Like they really might make it for this universe, make it completely done.
I like that.
I mean, I think it has the potential to have some really emotional moments with each of the characters. Like even in this cover, you see Trini and Zach, giving each other a longing look.
Finally.
Yeah, exactly. And this image with all the Rangers.
Honey,
that
one day you're going to be a congressman.
But this image kind of reflects back to Shattered Grid, that moment where they all come outside the command center, and there's all these Rangers, and I get that same feeling from this, but I also get like a more pardon the pun, a more cosmic feel to it. But it just feels like they're gonna end on a really high note. And it could either be like you said, we get a reset of the universe to the original timeline and it all connects, or maybe they lose their powers, but at the same instance, evil is gone. Like Dark Spector is no more.
Before we started the broadcast, I mentioned that what I like about this cover is that we're seeing a bunch of Rangers that we've seen in the comics, and that it's not going to be it made sense that Shattered Grid was a cameo fest. Like there were sections where like somebody was talking to Phantom and was like, oh, you're more of a helmet on kind of guy, blah 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 blah. Like it made sense that, and like there's no character development for those characters, but it made sense to celebrate the 25th anniversary. You try to stuff in as much as possible. Fine. This is ending 8 years of story. So it's instead, it's going to focus, I hope it's going to focus on characters that we've spent time with. We've actually spent time with. And it's not just like, it's nice to see like certain characters that we haven't seen in the comics pop up every now and then, but I don't think that you show that in an ending. I think you focus on the personal aspect of it.
And that's why the build up to this, if you've been looking at the solicitations, that's why, we get the introduction of Solar Ranger a little early. We get to see the Void. So I'm glad that it doesn't feel like they're making it rushed.
Yeah.
Right.
And even so, like, even throughout this event, like we've seen sprinkles of other Rangers here. Like, what is it? Was it 2 issues ago? We saw the Gold Ranger. They even went back to, was it Riverside? And then we saw older Tommy. They said something along the lines like in a distant universe. So it's like
Riverside,
they're giving us like the little cameos that we know we'd like, but still at the core of it, it's still very character focused. Like they're not ditching that. So like,
they had that one spread where it like teased all the other teams that weren't unaffected, like SPD and all of that. So it feels like, we get little glimpses of that, but we don't have to necessarily dive into it. Like, that they're still out there.
Yeah. And for me, I don't know if like calling it reverse Shattered Grid is the right term, but it's, kind of like reverse Shattered Grid in a sense, because it's like we're getting these things here, we're getting these little cameos, but there's still a focused story, and that's when the red flags were going off in my head, because I think it was 2 issues ago when they kept bouncing around and just showing us like different timelines. I was like, you can't continue a story after that. What can you do? There's no way.
And even returning to like a status quo, just fighting monsters of the week, it's not going to be the same.
It can't be, like, because even then, okay, let's speculate. Let's just say it's a full-blown reboot, right? I'll be honest with you, this is something I'll probably just read and trade. Because we just went through this whole entire journey for 8 years. And then to tell me to take like maybe a 2 or 3 month break, and then I'm right back to more or less the same thing. I can't do that.
Right.
I can't. I'm sorry.
No, I feel the same way. I mean, I went on
Guys,
Twitter.
look at this comment. We got called the Avengers of Power Ranger comic content creators. Yo, much appreciated, Montyverse. Much
Monty.
appreciated. Much appreciated.
But no, I was just saying, like, what just like what you were saying, Ro. It's I can't do, like, because you know I have Boom Press or whatever. Like, of course I'll read them individually as they come out, but for buying purpose, I would only collect the trades if it is indeed an MMPR reboot for the exact same reasons that you said, because I can't do that again with these characters unless it's something fundamentally different.
Yeah.
Because then it starts to feel like a rehash.
Yes.
I can only see the original Megazord for so long. I can only see the Thunder Megazord for so long. It would have been nice to see the Ninjetti Megazord a few more times. I know that we've seen it like sparingly.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm echoing what you're saying. Like, we can't. I think it would be very strange to finish everything where we've seen the trials and tribulations that Billy Cranston has gone through, for example. I'm just picking him specifically. And then jump into the next month and be like, oh, everything's fine, blah, 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 blah. Monster of the week, blah, blah. I can't. No.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
The only thing I can see, well, the only thing like I personally would purchase is if it's a legit epilogue. Like, it's maybe like a follow-up. Okay, well, what happened with this character? What happened with this team? Or what happened with this team? Or, which is something I've been pitching on the timeline, I'm okay with, like, an unlimited series focusing on different teams. It could just be 1 or 2 issues, that's it, and then you move on. But I think like a full-fledged, like, ongoing again, that's
think it's gonna be
big
minis.
demand. That's too big of a demand.
I hope it would just be minis, and fuck it. I hope it's nothing. I really hope it's nothing. I'm fine with it ending.
The only other thing I would really be interested in reading is an anthology series.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the same lines as like the unlimited one shots, but maybe 2 or 3 issues we focus on one team, and then 2 or 3 issues we focus on a different part of the universe. And that's why I kind of liked when Ryan Parrott did the separate Power Rangers title run, where it was just focusing on Omegas, and they went to one planet for a couple issues and then another one. Like, I think that if you apply that same format, but anthology wise, and then it'll give what everyone wants, because all I hear on the timeline is, oh my God, Mighty Morphin again, and like all this stuff. Okay, then do a couple comics where it's Zeo focused, and do a couple of In Space, and do SPD or whatever, and do like mini team ups and stuff. I think that an anthology series would be cool.
Who's gonna buy it? Who's gonna buy it? Besides us. I said
Honestly,
it earlier.
I would like it to go to like the graphic novels. I would like, and were they specific teams? So like the Psychopath or like Sins of the Future, those kind of books. I'm like, if we're gonna focus on a team, at least let us get one full story. With a beginning and an end.
Scorpion Rain.
And and then they could do that quarterly, like every 3 months we're getting a new one shot. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
We got one comment here. Steven said, I know it won't happen, but what if Kyle comes back if there's more to come? I ain't gonna hold you.
Back.
He's not coming back. There's nothing to discuss.
Like, Kyle, I feel like Kyle has made it very known that he's not happy with how things went down. And he seems very happy over there at the Massiverse.
Yeah.
They cooking over there. They cooking. But sure, let's entertain the idea if Kyle was to come back. Like, I know that'd be like headline grabbing. I know, because a lot of people jumped in with Kyle. I jumped in with Kyle.
Right.
And then when you think of Shattered Grid, obviously you think Kyle. That would be cool. But same thing, even if it was Kyle,
Yeah.
What is Kyle doing? If Kyle is going to be doing a brand new relaunch, I'm sorry, Kyle. I love you. I'm gonna catch you in trade because it's
Yeah.
like emotionally speaking. I'm speaking from an emotional sense. I can't do it. I can't do it.
It gets exhausting. You're right.
Yeah.
It absolutely gets exhausting.
And plus, we've said it many times. This stuff reads better when you go back and read it in one sitting in trades.
Yeah, I was saying it earlier that like Boom did not do this book any favors by not. They made it a very inaccessible series to new people.
Yeah.
And to established people.
Even though they said, multiple, this is a great starting on point.
Yeah.
Not really.
No.
This is an issue 1.
Yeah.
I mean, even
not
Mighty
really.
Morphin and Power Rangers, like that was literally just the continuation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so,
even the variant covers continued the numbering. Like, come on.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what are we doing here? Nah, but what was that? I had a great point I was gonna say. I freaking lost it.
Oh no.
We'll come back.
Yeah, it'll come back. But yeah, so that's my only thing. Like I really can't do this like one more time because that's like, what is it? Daredevil was another book I started with when I got into comic books. Daredevil, Chip Zdarsky just ended his run. I read the first issue of the new arc, or the new rider. I was like, this is great. This is wonderful. I wish you the best. But you got to remember, like, we went from seeing an alternate universe Tommy that was fucking shit up. We got to see one of the greatest team ups of all time, which is Shattered Grid. Then we went from Necessary Evil, which was amazing. Then we had a splintered off. We had Beyond the Grid. Then we had the books that were splintered off. So we had the teams that were separated for a bit. Omega Rangers. I was like, you got to be I'm sorry, you got to be insane to want to just redo that again.
Yeah.
Like you have
So
to.
you guys don't think Rangers can do like a new 52 or like a Krakoan era?
I don't think that they have
an Ultimates line.
I don't think that they have. I feel like this was the
just do whatever Entwistle was doing and make it into a comic. Like,
yeah,
there's
that.
your reboot.
Take that. Yeah. Look,
Yeah.
I think that they kind of this was the Ultimates, right? Like we saw Power Rangers that were more modern. We saw them with their cell phones and whatever like that. Yeah. This was the Ultimates. This was the variation of the TV show.
Yeah.
With more real estate because you can work better on paper for it than on screen and with a bunch of old rubber suits. Like you can actually do stuff. And so I think this was that chance. And what you're asking now is for a third chance.
And I'll say this also. Like, I know I talk about sales a lot, but I got to give it to the Ranger fandom and even the people outside of the Ranger fandom. 8 years is a long time. That's a big commitment.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that we were able to make it to 50 is great. Making
No
it to
hiatus.
100 and no hiatuses.
No hiatus and a bunch of offshoot minis.
Like,
yeah.
Even when the main series, like even when we didn't have anything for the main series, we still had stuff to hold us over. Because I think at one point, this was before the book split off. It was Mighty Morphin, and then I think we're getting Drake and New Dawn. So there was always something to hold us over.
Right.
And people stuck through.
The only time when there was a slowdown was during the height of the pandemic, and everything slowed down.
Yeah, it was just like some printing delays, right?
Yeah. It was an industry-wide thing. That was it. To say that like this book was a miracle, and I'm happy that it existed. It is.
Oh, did you guys talk about the new box? I'm excited for the new short box.
No, we haven't got there.
In previews, they have a Ranger Slayer design themed short box, and I'm getting that.
Now put it up.
I'll try to find it.
I tweeted it out if you want to go to my tweets.
Yeah,
okay, I got you.
It depending on how it ends will determine if my emotion in regards to it ending. Will I be sad? That depends on the ending.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I am probably gonna get that box though. Ranger Slayer is my girl.
I immediately thought of you when I saw that. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
Cosmic got Ranger Slayer designed box. It's awesome.
Oh, that is gorgeous. Hold on. Hello.
Yeah, it's got all like the best
Hello.
pieces of art with
Yep.
her.
And look on the cover, it's the Morphin Masters on the top. I just noticed
Yeah.
that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's an instant grab for me.
Oh, that's
We were
cool.
talking about how the Morphin Masters is probably my favorite Power Ranger comic now.
That was
Considering it-
such a good one shot.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I know it's a little early, and I know I do want to have a proper finale stream, but you know what? Why not? Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's go through all around top two. We'll start, or top three favorite moments of this entire run.
Definitely when all the like that meteor shower.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is the probably the single best image in all of Power Rangers for me. I really liked I think Necessary Evil was very good. And so I'm putting that up there too. I'm having trouble thinking of the third thing. But if I'm like putting a gun to my head, I'm thinking about the Morphin Masters issue as well. I just think that it was very well done.
What about you, Cosmic?
So that Forever Pink issue.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
stunning.
Yeah.
Two
Stunning
issues.
issue.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's probably one of my favorites. Morphin Masters is definitely my like number one, and then an in between probably. I liked the final battle with the I cannot remember the name of it. The dark freaking emissaries. What are they called? They're
Praetor.
like celestial looking.
Yeah, the Praetor.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about those.
No, it was the big ones, the big aliens, the big three, like the
Oh,
purple, orange, and the
not the emissaries. The yeah, you're right.
yeah.
Oh shoot.
The name is on the top of my tongue.
The
as well.
Imperials. The
Imperials.
Oh,
yes.
the Imperials,
Yes.
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 Yeah, so that final battle was probably my second.
Yeah, that ended really well.
All right. Deoxy, you're up.
All right. So Meteor Sharon Shadow Grid, Green Ranger Shredder, and I want to say the White Tiger Dragon Zord combination because that was teased. We never got it, and then when we finally got it, that was a really good page.
It's cool seeing the Red Omega with Tiger Zord as well.
Oh yeah, that's a really cool
Necessary
Zord
Evil.
design as well.
We had some stellar art in Necessary Evil.
Yeah,
like
we
Daniel
had-
Dinoculo was a monster.
Yeah.
Daniele, oh my god. And just so many amazing artists in the series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Eric, what about you, brother?
All right, top three moments. I think the top character moment for me was when Zach, as an Omega Ranger, kind of let that douchebag king to die on that planet. Because that was a fundamental shift in Zach's character.
Yeah.
I really, really like that for Zach.
And it was earned. It was earned too.
Yeah, it was completely earned. If we're including one shots in this, I have to give it up for Soul of the Dragon. Such a incredible legacy for Tommy, and just all the SPD stuff that they included into the lore was amazing for me as a SPD fan.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gosh, what's a good third one? Oh, Shattered Grid. The moment that Kimberly got the shield and
Oh,
the
yeah.
power up.
Yeah.
I mean,
See all- and-
amazing emotional moment for her and what that signified in Shattered Grid. That was awesome.
The live
I
reading.
mean, goosebumps.
The live reading.
Oh
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Oh,
Hands down, live reading, number one
Yo.
moment ever. Yeah.
being there in person. Oh,
I wish I was.
oh my god.
Like the chills when David Fielding did that
Yeah.
speech. It's awesome.
Yo. Oh my gosh. That's what I'm sorry. That's what
That was the coolest thing that they ever did, and it wasn't like anything boom marketing related or anything. I mean, we needed more of that type of stuff to like hype the book up.
yo, that's why I can't go back to PMC. That's what I got from my first time. Can you top that? Can
Probably
you top
not.
that? No. I can't go back. I'm spoiled. As for me, I think there's way too many to count, but I think I just have like personal moments. I think the first one was I remember the Hyperforce episode where JDF did that cameo,
Yeah.
and then that cameo led right into Shattered Grid.
Yeah.
That was perfect. Like that whole little art that they had for Hyperforce and how it magnificent. 100%, 10 out of 10.
The tie-in was what Skull did, right?
I
Yes,
believe so.
That, and also we kind of found out the fate of Scorpina, which in this arc has taken on a new thing with the Dragon Rangers.
Right.
So there was that. The second, I'm sorry, not sorry. He's not with Boom anymore. But he was one of the marketing guys. Me and Five had met him. At PMC. He was super dope. We found out then, like he was reading all of our tweets. All of our theories. And it's like, I saw what you guys have posted. Like meeting him in person was dope. Meeting
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I think I know. Like
Meza. His last name was Meza. Meza.
Oh yeah. He did. He wasn't in marketing. He did like the logistics and conventions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So meeting him was awesome. Meeting Kyle in person was awesome. That was he's just such a chill dude in person. And also honestly, this this comic book series has connected me with so many dope people. There's no reason why I should be in these interviews, some of these interviews. Like Ryan Perry, like what business do I got being in a fucking room with Ryan Perry? Like, so honestly, just like the whole entire like fandom experience and like being around when the comic books were on its high and when the brand was on its high. Like I think that era from like 2017, like 2016 through end of 2018 was like perfect. Just everything was firing for Power Rangers. Like, and I feel like once I go back, I'll probably find like other moments, like specific moments in the comic books, but there's just one too many. But it's just like personal moments for me. Like that's why like I'm not really sad that it's ending, because it's like, this was a Kickstarter to my life. Also, and just like getting to know all you guys. So like, that's what this shit means to me, yo. Like
my favorite thing is getting together and being able to talk about this with you guys and just like be able to discuss what we love about the book, what we love about the franchise, what we dislike, and all of it, like, and what we want to see, and just be able to like to share that. I think that is something that's really special that this book was able to bring, and that this franchise has been able to bring. that would probably be the thing that I miss the most.
Yeah.
And I'm going to look forward to going back and rereading
Yeah.
all of it.
Yes.
And
Likewise.
stuff that, I forgot that I was like, oh, wait, that connects to this.
Like,
I mean,
we have some amazing, beautiful hardcovers.
oh, yes.
Eric has the hardcovers trades and singles
Yeah.
and,
I'm the nutty guy. Yeah.
and the toilet paper and all of it. So
Oh,
Yeah.
we got one comment here. Steven said, shocking moment. Draken stabbing Tommy at the start of Shattered Grid. Hard to pick a moment, but fun one would be Zordon versus Zed. Oh my god.
we got a Zed
yeah.
origin
Yeah.
story. We got a Zed
The
origin.
reveal of Zed and like Zofrem, and like we got that one page of just the skin blowing off. We got to see that moment because of the comics.
Yep.
Something that the show hinted at that they would never show on
We can't
television.
do that.
And we got it in the comics, and that's why I love the comics, is because they're able to push the envelope of Power Rangers past that perception of kid brand.
And I remember
Yeah.
when Ryan posted when that issue came out, and he was like, I really respect the brand. I hope everybody's okay. And I think that he was worried. I don't remember what the post said exactly, but I think that he was concerned that it would piss off fans. I think largely the entire thing was very well accepted. And the storyline was just awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I love about, the writers, and especially Melissa. It's because they are so humble. Like, even Melissa, when I've talked to Melissa before, she's like, I don't know if this is going to work. She's like, I don't know if fans are going to like this. And like, I hope people like it. And I hope people understand what's going on. And like, I just like that, that even they're humbled by like, I don't know if this is going to work. Like, I don't know if my idea, how that's going to sit with fans.
We got the line of Zordon saying to Zed, if I could give my life so you could be like a person again, I would. And he does. Later on, he does. Like
there's a top moment right there.
Yeah.
That whole conversation.
I just remembered that. Yeah.
We got one more here. Damon, thank you for popping through. Said Matt's reveal as the new Green Ranger. Turtle Rangers, Draken's various upgrades in Shattered Grid. Yo, Draken was a wild boy during Shattered Grid. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm so pissed off that we never got the other forms of Draken. I love that Zeo inspired outfit.
It looks cool.
That was like my favorite Draken form.
That was probably my favorite one too.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, I remember what I was gonna say. I'm kind of happy the series is ending, because now we have 8 years of stuff to cycle. That's 8 years of content, y'all. That's 8 years of going back, picking things apart and coming up with like new theories. Like before, all we had was just the TV show, and people have beaten that to death. But now we have these comic books.
And there's so many people out there that whenever one of these things pops off, they're like, oh, I haven't read the comics yet. Or, it's been so daunting. Well, now there's no excuse. It's done.
Yeah.
Find the graphic novels. They're reprinting all of the soft cover trade paperbacks. So this stuff is easy to find. And it's all digital. Like if you have a Comixology sale or whatever they're calling it now, like you can pick some of these up for free or like super cheap digitally. It's really worth people's time. If you're looking for quality storytelling and you're like looking to find something new, Power Rangers has been blessed with countless cover artists and regular artists and writers. Like there are people that I've discovered through the Power Ranger comics. I'm going to follow their careers after this. Because I love their work.
We got one more here. Steven said, Matt Groom did for me what at the time the show couldn't do for me back then. Liking Rocky as a Red Ranger. Respect to Steve Cardenas.
I still remember that San Diego Comic-Con at home panel when Steve Cardenas was revealing like what like his audition and everything, and like they mentioned everything with him having a family, and then Ryan was like, "Wait, what?" And he started like writing stuff down.
He goes, message me after the.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm very glad that we got like the fact that we got the Ranger decast to be part of this. I think is just that's another favorite thing. There's so many different favorite things,
and I love that most of the writers like have gone on to Kyle's shared universe, so I can still follow their writing and tell these different stories that maybe a licensed brand couldn't do.
Power Rangers incubated their career. There's so many good things that I can't let the book ending bring me down.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? Melissa was it Spider Gwen? She's on Spider Gwen right now.
Yeah.
I know she's on something else. I know Dead Lucky just ended, but Parrot.
She's doing the nacelle verse, like Biker Mice from Mars, like all the toy brands. Yeah.
So they're doing great. Kyle is doing wonderful things. Parrot doing wonderful things. Like Danielle Dinoculo has just like skyrocketed since then.
Mm-hmm.
Like the book
he's doing the Flash, right?
Speed Force.
Yeah,
so he did a couple issues on that. I think he did some stuff for Nightwing as well. So like, Power Rangers was an amazing launching point for these creatives. Like,
and Dan Mora.
Oh my god!
I was gonna say, I was just about to say, I'm like, we don't have a Dan Mora cover for this finale yet.
Yet.
They said one spoiler cover is gonna drop.
Just shifting gears for a second because I don't want to forget this. At San Diego Comic-Con, you think they're going to announce Turtle Rangers 3?
Don't give me hope.
I want it. I want it so bad.
I think that could be something. That's the thing. I don't think that. I don't know if you guys saw like my breakdown of like the Comic-Con set of like comic comes out the day before, week is going to be previews, and then the finale is the next Wednesday. I don't think anything special is going to come out. I think now that you mentioned Turtles, they probably could do that. But I don't think we're going to get like another ongoing. I think Comic-Con is literally going to be, here's a preview of what's happening next week. Here's how you can get like the last collected issues in one, or here's like the omnibus or something. Ooh. Here's our new Kickstarter.
Yeah.
That's what I think Comic-Con is going to be about. But a turtle announcement would be crazy.
I can definitely, also too, the reason why I think to piggyback off of you, Cosmic, I feel like if we got an announcement right away about what's next, I think that would water down the ending.
Yeah, for sure.
It's almost like that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm not too high on the new X-Men stuff, because it's like Krakoa was a very big era. I don't think people realize this. That was an entry point for a lot of people. That was a big status quo shift. I personally believe when you have such a big influential or just impactful era, you got to let that die for a little bit before you introduce something different, before you introduce something new. Giving us an announcement of something new right when the book is ending, I don't see that going over well.
It takes away from the event aspect of it, from the hype of it.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why. So I could easily see an omnibus. Like I would buy omnibus. That's my bread and butter. Because I'll tell you right now, the prices for some of these hardcovers is looking kind of rough for your boy.
Yeah, I know everyone's like harping on that little section of the press release, and I'm just like, guys, as much as I would love for something to come out, I think you guys need to temper your expectations to be something a lot smaller.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, the fun announcements are, like I said, foil covers, variants that are exclusive, or something small, but it still has to deal with that final issue.
Yeah. Or like I said, even
preview pages.
Or even like I said, I wouldn't be mad at like in just a bunch of unlimiteds. So like, hey guys, we heard if you like Zeo, if you like Turbo, if you like, I don't know, Megaforce, I would read a Megaforce.
I
Sure.
would love a Megaforce one.
Mhm.
Like, so there is a lot that they could do, but also as well, like if it's literally just like collected editions, I think that would be great also because again, like Eric said, there's a lot of people that are saying, oh, well, I heard about these comics, but I never read them. If you announce an omnibus and you put a good chunk of like the year 1, 2, and 3 and make sure it flows well, and you include the one shots, I think people will buy that.
I think the future doesn't need to be quote unquote bright for Power Rangers right now. I think it just needs to. It can be on pause. The future of Power Rangers can be on pause. Put the toys away, and then we take them out in the future.
See, you appreciate something more when it's been gone for a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So
Yeah, because the extra news could, like you said, it could be here's Turtles 3, or it could be, here's what we're doing with the finale of Ranger Academy. But I still feel like finales are coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also too, I know Ryan kind of, I don't know, maybe I'm reading into it, but I did see that he quote tweeted with the little thinking emoji. Melissa said, stay tuned for what's next. So that's why part of me has like a little glimmer of, I guess you could say, hope that we may get like either an epilogue or maybe like some one shots to, I don't know, like hold people over. So I think that,
what
what's
would
up?
be crazy is if that they did an epilogue but brought back all the past writers, and even Kyle comes back for a stint.
Yeah.
So like how one issue had all the artists coming back, the issue 100. What if we had like an epilogue where all of the writers came back, even Marguerite Bennett, like they brought back everyone.
Oh yeah,
just for like one stint.
I'm sure Kyle's going to come back after he said Hasbro didn't know what they were doing with it.
I know, but
no, that'd be
I
cool.
think it might be cool.
Yeah, of course it would be cool. If they were to do some sort of jam special or whatever, yeah, that would be incredible. But I think that Kyle's kind of burned the bridge.
Yeah.
So to speak.
I know, but it's wishful thinking.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Charlie said, I'm hoping we'll still get some miniseries, especially if Matt and the Omega stay and play. If is the big thing. If is the big thing. So
I want nothing. I want a funeral.
Just one mass funeral. No.
Yeah.
That's the final page.
We didn't even
Matt.
Hold on, because we talked about like what they want to do is like that giant morph at the end. What if they just do the Zordon thing and just do a Z-Wave?
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, like it's just
but
a
like
Morphin
actually Zordon though. Again, just like right then and there.
Damn, Zordon got to go again, yo. Well, he didn't go in this universe, so
exactly.
No, but that's if you followed Hyperforce, that's what the story was. They stopped the Z wave, and that's why Angel Ashford is here.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that would be crazy if we get a spread and it's literally every single Ranger in play doing an epic morph, because these artists go wild for these morph pages that they do.
Yeah.
So I would love a spread of just everyone doing their morph pose or whatever, and and then you get another spread and it's just some big explosion of Morphin grid energy.
Yeah,
that'd be insane. Because see, with a one shot, you can do stuff like that because you have a little bit more extra pages.
Yeah.
Oh man, yo, is it too late to get more on the phone? Like, come on, please. No disrespect to whoever they got, but
yeah,
like, come on, like, you just put so many. Oh, that would just look so. They got to make up. If they do that, they got to make a poster out of it. They have to. Like, I would gladly hang that up.
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
Well, we don't have too much longer to find out.
Yeah, we don't
Unfortunately.
because I will say this. I know I was theorizing. I was like the main proponents of theorizing that hey, this is gonna be over, but I also didn't expect it in July. I was expecting it more in like
Me too.
August,
Yeah.
like September. So this, I think,
I was
if
expecting
anything,
a Power Rangers birthday.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw what was it? Some issue came out. It might have been Hyperforce, where they showed us that 122 is going to be the end. Like they gave us a timeline.
Yeah? So wait, did Darkest Hour actually last for a full July to? Was it July to July?
Hold on.
It's
I
August
thought it
to
was-
July, but that's still like 12 months. I mean,
Okay.
technically,
Okay.
yeah,
So it was full year.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why I said earlier, it's like we knew this was coming, and that's why it wasn't that much of a surprise, but it's still like, dang, it's you see the press release, it's like, oh wait, this is really happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Deoxy, if anybody,
Yo.
I'm worried about you because I know you cover this stuff extensively. How you feeling, dog? Like, what does this mean for your channel?
That's why I'm so mixed on it. Like, I don't know. I feel like Hasbro's to get all the Power Ranger YouTubers. First, the Lightning Collection. Now they're out to get us.
Yeah.
Change your hobby. Change
I
your
honestly
hobby.
don't know what. Yeah, change your hobby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a stock market channel now.
There we go.
No, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do after this. But like, it's sad to see it end because I've been talking about the comics on the channel ever since Shattered Grid to come to an end is kind of a sad thing. But I think I've got some plans. Like maybe I want to do character deep dives or like character recaps and
Mhm.
stuff like that for the Rangers and sort of recapping what happened with each character and going over the difference here and there. But I've got other stuff planned in the works, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what's happening later down the line.
Yeah. Also, because you're like a pretty big channel, I can definitely see you getting some interviews too. Like, you sitting down with like Ryan Perry or maybe like Kyle Higgins, Melissa Flores. Like, yeah, they have to know about you, homie. Like, they have to.
I think they're aware, but I'd have to reach out to them for an interview or something like that.
Yeah. But it's good to hear that you got something in the tuck as well. Like I also have some stuff in the tuck too as well because I feel like once I go back and reread, there's gonna be like so many different things that I didn't catch the first time. Because I'll be honest,
Right.
8 years is a lot to like hold in your head.
Yeah,
It's a lot. And even when I did the reread of Necessary Evil, there was so much I missed the first time that I got the second time. So I know, especially I think Deoxy will feel the same way. We might even have more content to talk about after.
Right, no, absolutely. Like, I wouldn't mind going back and revisiting some of these story arcs on the channel here and there. Like, I think one of the things I might plan on doing is putting all the reviews together and making like an omnibus of videos.
Oh, I
None
like
of-
No,
that.
yeah, that'd be cool.
None of you know how to funeral well.
No,
no.
No.
I'm kidding. No, that all sounds awesome.
No, because honestly, like Power Rangers is I know I touch a lot of things, but the Power Ranger stuff, that's some of the highest performing stuff on my channel. So I just like the fact that this is ending, it is a little bit of a gut punch, but like again, that's the good part about being a content creator, is like you could always pivot.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
pivot. Yeah. No. So
Like me,
yeah.
I'm fortunate enough that it's my comics are a thing that I do, but my personality is what people know me for. Does that make any sense? Like I'm a persona online as opposed to being a comic person.
No, I get that.
Yeah, so like I'm gonna be fine at least. I have projects coming up that are super exciting for my own original character.
Oh,
it's gonna be
the
nice.
cosmic. When are we getting in a comic book? Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's someone who wants to work with me on a comic book, but I'm very I hold things close to me, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to let you do it. I want full creative control and stuff like that, because it's my baby. But hopefully something like that. But I'm looking to get. I have already the merch out or whatever, but I'm looking to get more. I want to do something in animation with it. Physical. I want an action figure, and I'm looking on how to get it.
Okay.
Not through Hasbro.
That'd be cool.
Yo, come on, man.
Not through Hasbro.
No, but
Yeah, like a lot of the stuff I do for myself, but people want, or at least they say they want it. So we'll see how it goes.
I've got my other fandoms. I've got Sonic, Pokemon, Persona, Spider-Man, Marvel, Zelda, like video game
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm
Like
the same, yeah.
Yeah.
It's and look, it's less things I have to pay for now.
it's true. It's true.
I don't know. I guess I'm so happy that this book existed. I really am.
Same.
Because of all the friendships that I've made with you guys, and being able to just like get an incredible storyline.
Yeah.
That I did not think was possible.
If you asked me like 8 years ago, would I be here?
Yeah.
Doing like these live streams, hanging out with some of these creatives and just having the conversations that I've been having, I would have called you crazy.
Yeah.
I really would have called you crazy, but yeah, I think, and here's the thing also, like, I'm sure something will bring us together. Like, I don't foresee, like, I don't see the ending of Darkest Hour being the last of our stream. Like, no, absolutely the fuck not.
We can talk Ultimate Spider-Man. We could talk Ultimate shit.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, we could talk Ultimate Universe. Hell yeah.
So, I'll hop into your guys' stuff.
Yeah.
Like, no, this isn't the end. But like, speaking of which, that's another thing I had to bring up. One of like the craziest, one of the best memories ever I had was a couple months ago when we did that random live stream, the one where we're talking about the end of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Yo, I still don't know how that became my top live stream of the channel. That shit shot up to 1.1k views in like a fucking week. I was like, my live streams, they cap at like 200 something.
Yeah,
but that was crazy.
That
was all because of y'all.
One of my favorite things was Mark manifesting Cobra Kai Rangers.
Oh my god!
Into existence.
Mark, we love you, brother. We love you. We're sending you and the family, man.
We're thinking about you. We're thinking about you.
We love you, brother.
But yeah, I'm glad all these things have existed and that we've had the opportunity to talk, reflect, and celebrate.
Yeah, and then on top of that, just doing this together, I know for a fact that like writers and stuff have seen this, Ro. They've taken a look.
They've seen us?
They've watched your stream. Yeah, they've seen us.
Okay, what do they think about his whole feet thing?
That might be why he got blocked.
Yo. Only got blocked by one.
Yeah. I've had conversations with certain people that have definitely been like, I see what you guys are doing and it's great.
Oh man, for the longest time, I'm like, wow. Damn, that's actually very humbling because I really didn't think like people beyond like the fandom watched like these. So thank you.
No, yeah, trust. It was shocking to me just to hear it. That's why I'm like, oh wow.
Sorry, I missed a bit. I had to take care of some stuff with the kiddo. So
no problem. But yeah, no.
What I miss?
Well, Cosmic just told me apparently some of the
Just
writers
saying
have
that,
checked
like,
out. Yeah.
yeah, as I say, while doing this, some people have definitely taken notice of what we've talked about and said.
Yeah, and I've noticed that with like Amy Jo Johnson retweeting my stuff and following a lot of people in the community. So they've got their eyes on people talking about their stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, and that's what I mean. Like, Amy, Melissa, I know, Simon Bennett. They've all seen what we've done,
Yeah.
what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And even I know the consensus is that like we really wouldn't want another series like right away, but now that I know that they're watching, if they are thinking about rebooting the series.
Backpedal quick.
No,
You
If
really
the
don't do
marketing is
funeral
great,
well. You
wait,
don't do
hold on.
funeral well.
No, wait,
Let me
can I
jump
finish?
back in the grave. That's
Can I
you.
finish? God damn.
Literally you.
If I would hope that they would, revisit a lot of these discussions, because I think one of the good things here is just like, yes, this 8-year run hasn't been perfect, no, but there is a lot that they did do right. And obviously, if we're here talking about it, every couple months, whether it's here, whether it's on the Oxy's channel, or even on Ranger Command, like I hope that they take a lot of, whether it's our criticisms or, even our high points, and they really do their best to get the best fucking creative team they could possibly get. If they are going to relaunch this needs to send shockwaves, not only to the fandom. I want the Batman people talking about it. I want the Spider-Man people talking
Neil
about
Gaiman.
it.
Mhm.
Yo, come on. No, you're joking, but you're also serious at the same time. Like, this needs to send shockwaves.
No, I
Like,
get
Well,
it. Yeah.
if we sorry to cut you off. If we do get a reboot, who do you want to write it?
I don't think it matters.
Someone completely new.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, somebody completely new. It would have to be somebody completely new, but I don't think it really matters fully. It just has to be somebody that like knows the franchise, is completely new, but also has like a good hook. Like there has to be a good hook.
I mean,
and I don't know how. I would love to be proven wrong.
I mean, if I was to throw names out there, like I'll just throw a couple names out because I feel like if I was to say those names, like I think that would send shockwaves. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I kind of want to see what Jonathan Hickman could do with Power Rangers.
Same.
Like Power Rangers is a big, massive universe, and Jonathan Hickman is a very high concept person. I think he could do a little something interesting.
I think my brain would leak out of my ears.
Yep.
The best thing that John Hickman is doing is right now is Spider-Man,
Yeah.
and that's a street level thing. Yeah.
Let's see here. I feel another name that I think would do good. Kind of curious to see how a Scott Snyder Power Rangers universe can go if he just tones down the high concept a little bit. I think that would be a little fun.
I actually feel like if anything does happen with Power Rangers again, I kind of don't want anything that's high concept. Because I think
the writers they're high concept, but like they can use some of that but tone it down. Because I don't want it to be like beat over the head.
I'm exhausted by interdimensional travel.
Oh, me too.
Have you ever done it? It's very tiring. And like Interstellar and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like it just all I guess I would want something that's a little bit more grounded from Power Rangers. Like really
Honestly,
grounded, if possible.
I'm sad we never got Jason to write a story. Jason Bischoff. I'm sad he never got his shot.
Oh yeah.
I would love to see what Jason got cooking in his head. Honestly, speaking of like grounded, I wouldn't mind like a Beyond the Grid type thing, but more on Earth. and like it'll be like a different team, of course, but it'll be like very character driven. So we don't have to go through like the whole origin again. Like we know these Rangers, but it'll just be the story will just be like, okay, well, how did I land here? How did I land with this team? And then from there, you go on and do whatever. I think that would be cool. That kind of like do Beyond the Grid again, but I don't want to say correctly, but better. There you go. Yeah. Because that's a good thing about Power Rangers. That's why like Dimensions in Danger. Like that's what I think people enjoyed about it. Like when TJ said, "Oh, Draven, I thought we never see that I thought we never hear that name again." That implies that even outside of these seasons, these guys were still linking up.
Yep.
That's cool. I could take something like that.
No, yeah, and the same thing could be said with like Cosmic Fury when they were saying the same stuff. Like, they're active Rangers.
Yeah,
and in Once and Always too, there are active Rangers that are out there doing.
Just they don't have the money to show it.
And that's why I think you could do an anthology series, even if it's not just one or two or 2 or 3 issues like mini arcs. You could do essentially one shot, like 1 month. You're seeing what those Ranger teams were doing during Cosmic Fury, like little shorts. Like I would love to see the type of stories that they did in the annuals, but expanded to full issues.
Yeah.
You know what? Also,
I think the anniversary issues.
Right.
I think that would be a great place to put some new writers on. Like some new, like some, I don't know, maybe A or B list writers, like some big names. Because like, well, okay, this is where you pitch it to like, the big names. And then you see what they get.
Said they want to write for so long. Gail Simone says she wants to write a Power Ranger story.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she said that.
She's said it multiple times.
I'm surprised that they didn't have her come and do like one of those 10-page things for a hardcover.
And I was just going to mention those. Those have been a testing ground for writers.
Yeah.
To write Power Rangers and like get exposed to that. And I feel like they're testing the waters with these writers, maybe for whatever the next project is.
I mean, hey, see, Ben, how do you feel about that funeral now?
I don't know.
No, yeah, a lot of those 10-page stories were great.
Yeah.
And I think if we were to go down the anthology route, like I think a Gail Simone would be great, especially for like headlines or something, because like Gail Simone's name is solidified in these streets. So you say Gail Simone, Power Rangers, people gonna check it out,
right?
And then from then on, you keep cycling through. So yeah, and I think it's low stress, nothing where they have to do anything too crazy, and then you go from there, and at least then we at least have something to hold us over, something.
And there's that big tease of what Boom has been doing with their tweets, and now we get this Hello Darkness, which is their anthology series for horror. So they're already testing the waters with anthology series. So
yeah,
I just love it because you would grab the fans that maybe only want to check out 1 or 2 issues because it has their favorite teams.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a good one here. Brian Hill. His Blade book is about to end, and he wrote a treatment. He's killing it with Ultimate Black Panther. And wasn't he the person that was writing the movie?
Yes. Yeah, the reboot thing. Brian Edward Hill. Yep. So he already knows his Power Rangers. He's already done a reboot treatment that we'll probably never see. So yeah.
I mean, it makes 2 + 2 is equal to 4 to me right here. I like that. I'm gonna screen cap that and I'm gonna send that to him. Yeah, I would. That's one thing I would love to get more information on. Like this, what happened with that movie? Like, Brian Hill's a good writer. I like him. Like, why y'all doing him dirty like that? Come on. But all jokes aside, though, like I would love to see a Power Rangers like book by him. He could even be one of like the first ones up, because Brian Hill is a name that people flock to as well.
Attention. Yeah.
So I like it, but yeah, like I think the gut punch for me is realizing that after July,
Mm-hmm.
until we get whatever it is that Boom is teasing, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's
For
like
the
I'm
long,
saying, we'll find out. We'll find out next month or the next to see if there's anything immediately after.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
But even
Solicitations might leak out.
hopefully,
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think we'll get a little bit beyond this because honestly, I think Ranger Academy will either end with issue 9 or 12.
Yeah.
Because then
Yeah.
you get your like little perfect numbers for the trades. But I think if they're ending the main series and especially the solicitations lately teasing Dark Spector, even in Ranger Academy,
Yeah.
wait, what? Really?
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, I just posted the breakdown for issue 6, and yeah, it ended with the Dark Spectre tease.
yeah.
I've been sleep. Okay.
So I think they're truly ending this comic book universe, and that's why, you know, like you said, Ro, I think it would be cheap if like the next month it's like, hey, here's our new Ranger title.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no
Like,
way. No way.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you think that Ranger Academy was planned to possibly go longer, Eric?
I mean, probably
guess
because
The
it's.
question is for technically for everyone, but like, I don't know.
I think Ranger Academy, just with the timing of it, and because we had such a delay between
That's right. There
the
was
Free
the
comic
one
book day.
issue,
Comic book
like
day.
the comic book day issue, and then when it finally came out, I think just the timing fits because, you know, it started around that year that we were getting Darkest Hour, and we even had that 1 month off in March where they released the first trade instead of the next issue of Ranger Academy. So I feel like this was just, hey, this person has an idea. It's a good one. Let's squeeze a little bit of milk out of the udder until we, wrap up the series. So I really feel like this was planned as like let's just have a second ongoing until we wrap everything up.
Do you?
Yeah,
So
because there's no solicitation for July for Ranger Academy either.
I thought that the plan was for Ranger Academy to not tie into the main book. It now sounds like it's going to.
And that's what people are kind of scratching their heads about. So
do you think then that maybe the writer was planning things for it to be its own thing, and then there was that month, that like 3-5 month gap, and then Boom was like, "Hey,
we have to rework this."
Okay, that
because they've done it before.
Yes,
they did it before with Universe.
Oh, that boy, did they?
So,
are they okay, or can we talk about them?
I don't.
Like,
hey, I don't have a
I
problem.
don't know.
Look,
like, are they good? I thought they were supposed to come back.
I mean, Frank Gogol. Apparently, I was still subscribed to his Substack, and he's rebranded it as Effigies.
Yeah,
and he's been giving like, you know, all this advice, and it's actually been a very great read. But yeah, I mean, you know, there was that lawsuit against him, but you know, he won in the end, and it was like, you know, defamation against him, and it was proven false. And so yeah, he's getting back into writing comics, but you know, like with Kyle, I think Boom did Frank Gogol dirty. And I mean, I get it, like accusations like that come out, you kind of have to drop people like a hot potato. But you know, just after I interviewed him for that first the one shot he did, and you know, he was teasing his ideas for Universe, we were robbed of a Frank Gogol Universe series. That miniseries would have been so much different.
That's a
But
shame.
Deoxy, what did you say?
I sorry if I cut you off, Eric. But I think I heard this from Joe. over at the Illuminati that Universe was meant to be ongoing as well and not a mini-series, whereas however long it was going to go for.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Oh, sorry.
Don't tell me. Oh.
Yeah.
Now
That's a
that
shame
makes
as
a
well.
lot of sense with how it turned out. Honestly,
Yeah.
I said it when I was on Ranger Command. I didn't think Universe was bad. Like, it could have been better.
Sure.
Like, it
All
read
at
better
once, it
in
was
one
great.
sitting. Hmm?
Yeah, exactly. All at once, it was great.
Yeah, but month to month, hold on. Steven said, wasn't there a panel somewhere where Billy's in college and is talking to Sage? I wouldn't retcon. I wouldn't retcon it
That
if they were
was-
connected Academy to Darkest Hour.
That was in the 30th anniversary special.
Yes.
So
yeah,
even
yeah.
then, with Academy, they can talk to Rangers from any timeline in any universe.
Yeah.
It doesn't hold them to whatever is happening in the main book.
And that's why I think it was supposed to be an ongoing, because you can follow this character's story, but getting peeks at other, timelines and other Rangers.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you're right, Cosmic. I was looking at the solicits, and there is no Ranger Command for that. And so, I don't know.
There's no solicits for your own podcast in July.
No,
Ranger Academy.
Oh, Ranger Command?
Yeah.
Sorry, wow. No, Ranger Academy. Yeah.
It's okay. Maybe we will get a Ranger Command comic, Eric. You never know.
No, it's done.
Like,
No, I will say though, I have yet to release it yet because I'm still editing, but I do have another interview with Melissa Flores reviewing up to 116. So I mean, I'll definitely have her on again to conclude that interview series. But yeah, I mean, she's been just such an amazing person to give up some of her time just to talk to people, and she's done other interviews on other podcasts and stuff too. And it's crazy because she works a day job and then at night she's writing all these comics, and it's
Oh,
not
wow.
just Power Rangers,
Yeah.
it's the nacelle and all that stuff. So I mean, just props to her, props to all these writers. They have so much time that they've invested in these comics, and just even racking their own brains trying to figure out how to do these stories. So it's not an easy task, and I couldn't do it, and that's why I like to read their stories, because we, like everyone said, 150 or 120, anything over 100 for a comic series, anything over 50 issues these days is something. So to go 8 years is a legacy in this chunk of time of the past 30 years of Power Rangers. So yeah, I mean, I get it when people say, oh man, I'm so far behind, I'll never catch up. Just take it at your own pace, because now it's ending.
Yeah, and go ahead.
Being able to do that thing that we did with Ryan Parrott was really cool. Hint, hint. Let's do another one.
Yes.
I mean, maybe we will for Melissa and talk about the end arc.
Please,
Thank you for taking my hint. Thank you for taking my hint.
I'm available.
Exactly. Yes.
FYI.
Yes. Yeah, everyone here is invited to that for sure. We'll definitely square it away for sure. But
Sorry to put you on the spot.
No, I see, that's the thing. I'm not trying to focus it back, on Ranger Command or whatever. But look, it's been 10 years.
We're all a network.
I want to go out on a bang. It's like all the stories and all the I mean, this week was fucking crazy. I'll just say that right now. Like the whole Playmate shit and all that stuff. Yeah. So whatever. Like, I'm just glad that we're getting anything past 30 years at this point. If Playmates works out, awesome. And if it's not for me, it'll probably be for my kid. So I'll probably still be buying this stuff. Like, I'm a lifelong Power Rangers fan, and we've all been huge supporters of the comics, and I love everything that's come from the comics. And I didn't, before Power Rangers comics, it was probably 10 years since I had last collected a comic book.
Ooh.
Power Rangers got me back into collecting comics.
Yeah.
It exposed me to so many new writers and artists. I've branched out. My pull list is just massive at this point. And I have Power Rangers to thank for that, because they got me back into comics. And the comics have been able to do things that the show could never do. Could never do. So yeah, I mean, we're blessed with this. Yeah.
The problem with an
Based
animated
on these
series
comics.
is that also would have just taken like forever, right? Animating takes forever. Like it would have been like
now that
years
it's
between
done,
different
now
seasons.
that it's done.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Now that these comics are done, they can work on the animated series based on these comics. I'm ready.
God, that would be
I
incredible.
wouldn't be mad at that. Like, especially if, you know, the past creative teams are involved in any way, shape, or form. So I wouldn't be mad at that. Like, and honestly,
Yeah.
yo, I would love an Atarian War animated.
God.
Like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm sorry, like, give me Necessary Evil animated, give me Atarian War animated, like, forget Shattered Grid. Like, I need those. Put that in my veins,
Yeah.
please. Like, yo, look at how the streets is going crazy for X-Men 97 right now.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yo,
Yes.
imagine a well-animated, well-written Power Rangers series. You want to talk about getting Power Rangers name out there? Come on now. Release it weekly instead of just throwing it up. Come on now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. And then, you know, Dan Mora has been doing so much art for Power Rangers, like with the tabletop game, the RPG books. You know, he's done all of the concepts for, you know, the return and all of these latest issues. They've kept him on as a concept guy. Either make him or Daniele the art director for an animated series, because Daniele's art is already that anime style.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Look, Power Rangers has gotten more than it could ever have anticipated or dreamed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we fans have benefited from it.
Like,
look, if it all ends tomorrow, and you know, if it all ends after this series and that's it, I'm fine.
Now
Yeah,
you know how
No,
to funeral
same.
right. Now you know how to funeral correctly. Yes.
But no, like if you wanna go out, like I've been staring at this image for an hour.
Yeah, it's my
and
desktop
I
now.
fucking love this. This
Yeah.
is what Power Rangers means to me.
Yeah.
This light of like hope and looking towards the future. And I mean, God, like Torrin Clark did just a phenomenal job.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo, we appreciate you so much. I was not expecting this today.
No.
I was not. Like, yo,
this is the good way to end the week, not you know, whatever the hell the beginning of this week was.
Also, I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna say this also. Like, I watched the entirety of Cosmic Fury. Again, my channel. I can say this. Not a great ending. Sorry, not a great close to the franchise.
That's fair.
No,
it's not. So the fact
not
that
a great ending, knowing that it was an ending. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's. I'm sorry. That was you. If I'm being 100% honest, and I know I'm gonna piss off a lot of people, and I might even lose a couple subscribers, I consider Megaforce a proper ending to Power Rangers than that bullshit. I'm sorry, or even what is it?
Dimensions in Danger.
Not even Dimensions in Danger. I'll go way back. Countdown to Destruction.
Yeah.
Countdown to Destruction.
Oh, he said we'll end it there.
If honestly, like I'll take any of those over Cosmic Fury, but the fact that like this is ending when it's ending, and I have a lot of hope in the creative team.
And it's planned. It's not like this was canceled and the rug pulling out from under them. This was planned from the beginning. This was a year-long plan to end this series. And that's the care that I like to see in these stories.
Mhm.
And the fact that it was Melissa, ever since Melissa's been announced on the run, I'm so glad it was her time to come back. You know, after she got, you know, shit canned from Hasbro, and like I love that she gets to tell her story and she has the last word, and it's a female creative team.
Amen.
And there you go.
Yep. Like,
no, yeah. As soon as Melissa got announced, I was all in.
It's someone that cares about the characters, cares about the fandom, cares about all of it.
Yeah.
And like,
so we're blessed to have that.
Like the fact that this right here, I can go out, like I can be happy with this.
Yeah.
Like I can say, you know what? I've been a diehard fan since, you know, like since 1990, whatever. And then this right here, this is my clothes.
Look, I've experienced like the rug kind of being pulled out from underneath me on a comic book series. I was a big fan of Archie Comics' Sonic the Hedgehog. I grew up with that.
Yes, same. Yeah.
And what happened with that one was like they had to pivot because of a crazy lawsuit that they should not have lost. And then there were more legal issues. And then another. And that at that point, Sega pulled the license. And so there was like, I think that they were doing like a 4-issue thing, and there was like one more issue to come out. Nope, never came out. And so the rug was literally pulled out. It didn't really fully end, is what I'm saying.
Oh, no.
We have this opportunity. We have this, and I think that that's great.
And it's an oversized issue. As soon as they said oversized, I'm like, let's go.
Yep, we're good.
So
like,
so 122 is oversized. What about number 1?
Wait, is 122
No.
oversized?
Okay,
No,
no.
122 is a normal. I'm talking about Morphin Master, or not Morphin Masters.
Oh, Darkest Hour.
Darkest Hour number
Darkest
1.
Hour.
Okay,
That's
that one's gonna be oversized.
that's the ending that I'm talking about.
Got it. Okay, I didn't know if both were oversized.
No, just the Darkest Hour one shot.
Yeah, no, like I mean, didn't Boom have Buffy?
They did.
Yeah.
Boom had Buffy, and like they started
carried
off
on
well.
after the TV show, and then they did a relaunch of Buffy, and I think that kind of ended because I haven't seen any solicits for that.
Because I remember Buffy started around the same time Power Rangers did, and then Buffy ended, I think, like a year or two ago, not on the greatest terms. They tried to reboot it again,
right?
Didn't work. So I think if we're talking about like franchises that Boom has had the license for, I think, is it safe to say Power Rangers has been the most successful?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would say so. I think the only other one would probably be was it Berserk?
Was it okay? Well, I mean, like OG ones.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So obviously we have Power Rangers, and then Berserk. You could count Berserk as well because I know that's something they came up with. But yeah, like I know the conversation is like, is Power Rangers dead and all that stuff, but like the fact that Boom and a sizable portion of the fandom was able to keep this going, that's a feat in itself. Like I will always say, is like, congratulations to not only the main creative teams, but I'm even talking about the people who did the one shots, the miniseries.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to leave them out as well. I'm talking every fucking body. Like I know a lot of people didn't like the In Space Unlimited. That was one of my favorite ones. Death
The
Ranger
Unlimited was great. I didn't like Psychopath.
Psychopath was it was not, like I said, it wasn't all perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm
We had everybody bring their A game for the covers.
Hmm?
Like, we had Jamal
for
Campbell.
Oh,
we
yeah.
We had Torrin Clark. Just
like
wow.
Amelia Vidal, who is one of the artists or character designers on X-Men 97. She did the music cover ones.
Yeah.
Which ones?
The album covers for Go Go.
Oh,
Oh.
we have those movie poster ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I love the hardcovers. We get this beautiful gallery.
Mm.
Yeah. Can we talk
You know,
about
it's
how
funny, they got fan art in there, but with Bon Bernardo, he was a fan, and he got to do his covers.
Yeah, the action figure covers, which are amazing, and continued the first series. Number one, they did those action figure covers for like 13 or 14 issues.
Got more action figures out
He
of
did
them
that.
than
He did
Hasbro.
that big villain. He did that
Yes.
big villain cover too.
Oh yeah,
for,
that was the big villain one.
What was it? The 30th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Can we
And
also
there's
talk
other
about
covers.
like how Go-Go was like super underrated for like the first like couple years? And then
Nobody really understood what it was.
Right.
Nobody really understood what it really was until it really tied into Shattered Grid.
Oh man.
I think that was the problem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I still think like the first year of Go-Go, and then like the Necessary Evil part of Go-Go, like I don't know. I still think Necessary Evil is like I think that's like one of the best times to be reading this book, yo. I remember like it was a little bit of a lull after Beyond the Good, but when we found out Necessary Evil was like a thing, and then Ryan Parrott was like coming back and he was writing both, I swore like the energy's just like
there wasn't any fluff in Necessary Evil. That's the thing. There wasn't any fluff. Everything felt really necessary. Even that extra Rita like issue that at first glance you might think seems a little out of place, but it really isn't. And it really means a lot more later down the line for the rest of the book. And so everything just felt like really necessary.
Evil.
Yes.
Steven said the Forever Ranger covers during Shattered Grid was great, as
and
well as the helmet covers.
And those extra like store and the extra like story covers that they did with the story.
Unlock, I think, was it Unlock? It was during Necessary Evil that led into the great like Green Ranger saga near the end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then Aki said, I wish we got Kat in MMPR, but it's okay. They got most of the cast in the story. I mean, we got Kat in that Forever Pink.
She showed up in did she? I think she showed up in Shattered Grid.
Coinless, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
She's in the back somewhere.
Yeah. But
they could do a whole mini series on Coinless, and I'd be down with it. But not whatever Draken New Dawn was, but like a good story. So
yeah. Oh god. Speaking of extra Rita, what if Mistress Fowl was Putty Rita? Yo.
No. If you read the hardcovers, you find out what happened to Putty Rita.
Yes, I was gonna say that. Yeah.
But even then, if with that story, isn't she still out there?
She is still out there, yeah.
If you read the hardcovers, you find out.
Yeah, in the hardcover, she did that the little mission with Phantom Ranger.
Phantom Ranger, yeah.
And then at the end, I thought she was going to come back.
Wait, so yeah, see the whole Rita thing. Okay, see, I haven't read those, so there's a lot of context. I don't have. Yeah, there's a lot of context I don't have. But speaking of Rita, like I said, 2 issues ago, it was an issue 2 before. I was like, maybe they still got more on the tuck. But also, just like once I saw what they did with Rita at the end, I was like, oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
like that's it. Like, and you know what? I'm not mad at it. Like, she has been causing ruckus off and on for 8 fucking years.
Needs to be grounded.
Yep. Also, she is fine. I'm sorry. Like, I always thought Rita was fine.
I was gonna say, I think it's she looks very beautiful, like her mother at the end of that issue.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Listen. Wood, 100% wood.
Oh, come on.
100% wood.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Judge me
But
all
I mean,
you want.
that's another thing that we didn't even touch about, like the stuff that came out with that. Like we got to see Rita's mom, we got to see
Yeah.
her dad's true form and their backstory.
Like,
Yeah, everything. This comics has been incredible.
I mean, like even the stuff with Rocky. Like those were some of like my favorite issues as
Yeah.
well. That's why I wish Matt Groom would come back
Yeah.
for like a
Yeah.
yo. If they announced that boom like at San Diego Comic Con that Matt Groom gonna do like a little mini something, I'd buy that. Please.
Oh, 100%. Without a doubt.
Can we
Oh
also,
yeah,
If it's those
his
guys,
stories were
sure.
so good.
and how Matt turned like a single name character into like a full-fledged one in the comics
Yeah,
with Aragon.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
right. That's right.
And
Like-
that's how I'm saying, like, you know, if you know, sometimes they say, you know, maybe, you know, fans shouldn't write stuff, but I mean, if you're a fan and you're also like a great writer, it's like, why not? And you know, we always get that, you know, people saying that, oh, sometimes
not
the
a
comics read
pest.
as fan fiction,
And not a pest.
right. But you know what I mean? It's
I
like,
do. Yeah.
like someone like Matt who has, you know, done a podcast for over
Proved
10
himself.
years. Yeah.
Both of them did.
Yeah, exactly. Matt and Michael and yeah. So I just love how everything has fallen into place for the comics over 8 years. It's it's been an incredible run for any type of series.
No. But I'm not gonna think ahead to July yet. I'm not gonna think ahead yet. We are still in April. We're still
Yes.
in April. Like,
Yeah.
ugh, my God. But I think this is a.
You know what I just noticed? Is that a male purple Dino Charge Ranger? Is that because there's male and female? Like Kendall's in the back,
Oh.
right in the front there. I just noticed that above Bulk.
Are you saying that Arthur returns?
I mean,
Maybe
Or Albert? Is it Arthur or
It's
Albert?
Albert. Yeah, I was like Arthur.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
because she's in the back. If you go all the way to the right,
No, I think that's the Solar Ranger.
No.
Oh no, wait, I say sorry.
all on the right. I'm pointing at the screen like anyone
Good
can
for
see what I'm
Albert.
pointing at.
That's not. Oh, there are two.
Right,
Wait,
above Preston.
that's
right
not the
above
Dark
Preston.
Ranger. We're sure that that's not the Dark Ranger.
No, it's
Not Heckle.
It's purple.
Okay, I'm colorblind.
I can't see with this on here, but yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
zoom in.
yeah. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, you found it.
No, stop.
That's one.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Oh no,
yeah.
you know what? That's not purple. That's Coda. It was just the coloring. So that's Kendall, and then the male figure that was actually Coda. My bad.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just he had a blue/purple thing. Yeah, that's Coda. Never mind,
Albert
sorry.
gets to enjoy his retirement.
No, but one thing I am thankful for though is that Shattered Grid. What was it? I think it was a one shot. I at least got my Zeo story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got it. Like, so
The
I
annual.
really can't
The
complain.
It was the annual.
It was
where
the
Jason,
annual,
where
like-
Jason was leaving, and yeah. I remember.
I got that. I can't complain. Like, if I complain now, that's just me being greedy.
Yeah.
Like, I do wish we got some more with like TJ though. That's my one wish. I wish somebody was like, yo, can we give TJ a little something?
He
But
had it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
he
I
had
share
a-
Aki's sentiments. I wish we had Kat
He had
for more than what we got her for.
so TJ had a story in one of the hardcovers recently.
It's when
You
he
did?
was first when he first got to school with Cassie, right?
Yes.
really?
Yes, it was
Yeah.
in the Go-Go 2. Go-Go Volume 2.
No,
pink
it
one?
had to be way after.
Yo, I need that.
Pretty sure it's in Go-Go Volume 2. Go hardcover too.
Yo,
Maybe, okay, maybe you're right. Yeah.
I need that. I need that. I need that.
Yeah, it's a little wonky though, because the timeline is weird, but I'll chalk it up to like being the comics timeline because
Yeah.
they were in school with the kids. It was strange. It was fun though.
Oh man. Oh, I need. Okay, then. So I guess I got what I got what I wanted then. I guess I got what I wanted. No.
Yeah, 'cause
But
I think it was. I think maybe Rocky saw him and he's like, he would make a good ranger one day or something.
Oh, okay. That's beautiful. Okay, that's
Yeah,
beautiful. I could do that.
Yeah, it was nice.
That's beautiful. But so guys, we'll be back in July for sure.
Yes.
But I am happy we had this moment to sit back and just give our thoughts, and it's not over yet. Melissa still has some time to cook, and we don't know what the landscape of this universe is going to look like yet. But I'm hopeful. I think I just like Ben and everybody else. I think it'll be a proper close, something that'll just like ease us right back into the main timeline, and then we can move on from there. But I'm happy. 8 years is great. I'm happy to everybody that's involved. But yeah, final thoughts before we close.
Happy to have this splintered timeline on my shelf. It's great. Best part of the franchise, in my opinion.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely my favorite part of the franchise since it started. This has been my go-to when the show disappointed me. The comics always like raised up my spirits for being part of this fandom.
Yeah, and I think to kind of go circle back a little bit, like I feel like most of the writers, they knew what they were getting into. They didn't try to do too much. Sometimes they went a little bit too much. But most of the time, like they had a pocket and they stayed within it. Like I'm happy that Melissa had moments where it's just like, are people going to like this? Because a lot of times with writers, you'll see, I'm just gonna do this and I think it's the greatest shit ever. No, buddy, you probably should have asked. You should have asked.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I do appreciate that 100%.
And
go ahead,
I mean, just got to give shout out to the editors like Daphna and Allison,
Yes,
who have an amazing work, getting these writers and artists together, and maybe even reining in the writers at some points or giving that feedback, because editors also do a lot of heavy lifting, and to able to craft these stories and see 6-8 months, a year into the future. So just got to give it out to the editors on this series as well.
Oh, also, my homie Ed Dukeshire.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That
Ed.
brother been
Lettering
putting in
every single
overtime.
Ranger comic ever.
Oh my
From Boom.
gosh.
From Boom.
From Boom, yeah.
From Boom.
From Boom.
He has been consistent.
Yeah. The one time that I didn't like the lettering was I guess Aragorn was fighting against Rocky.
No, I think that was that particular artist, because it was like the built-in lettering, like they did the effect, or it was like one of those comics.
Basically black on red, and I could not read it.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, definitely shout out to Dukeshire. Like,
top marks.
Oh my gosh.
Top marks.
Salute. And yeah, all the different artists, all the different colorists.
Yes.
I know I love Dina Kulo. Obviously we love Mora.
Walter.
Oh my, Walter Biamonte. Oh my goodness.
Hidalgo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Rena.
Who's homie who did Gogo for a little bit, especially during Necessary Evil? I keep forgetting his name. Frank Moreno.
Yeah, yeah. Mortarino and Marco Renna.
Marco
Marco
Renna,
Renna killed it.
Jonas Scharf.
Yeah.
Like all you guys, like,
and then you could literally fill an art museum with the hundreds of variant covers and just all the variants we've got over the years. Literally hundreds. I know because I have a database of them. But
yeah, we
they're your 5-year plan.
yeah.
Hey, also too, like, thank you for giving us like 8 years of like good stock. Like, I'm sure like a lot of those comics now, especially if we get to if the live action ever happens, or I don't know, this is some good stock, like some good first appearances. I know like Draken's first appearance, like that went for a crap ton of money. I still have it. Like we're sitting on some good money here.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good money. But yeah, I know it's getting late. And we've been here for about like 2 hours. Well, yeah, it's early in the morning for you.
Yeah, 10:30.
Oh shit, yo, I appreciate you coming through, brother. Oh my gosh,
thank you.
Yeah, and I'm glad everything worked out. You got the power back and all that. Appreciate you, homie.
Hell of a story.
But yeah, I'm gonna give my homies some time to, plug themselves. Starting with the homie Ben. Go ahead, brother.
You can find me at Dr. Ben MD. Leave me the hell alone.
Okay.
No. You can find me here when I do episodes with Ro, and you can find me on the Ranger Command Power Hour whenever we all get together and do some Ranger Squadron stuff. But otherwise, please leave me alone.
I love that.
Cosmic, you're up, homie.
All right, Cosmic Ranger here. You can find me at Cosmic Ranger 006. My link tree is in the bio, and it's got my TikTok, my Instagram, everything you need to find me at.
Word, brother Deoxy, go ahead.
You can find me over on Deoxy360 on the Twitters, the social medias, all that good stuff, and on the YouTubes as well. So follow me or not. Nothing interesting really going on Twitter for me to post.
But that channel popping though. That channel definitely popping. Eric, last but not least, brother.
Yeah, I may or may not approve your follow request, but you can follow me at Trekkie-B47 or the podcast at Ranger Command PH over on Twitter. So it's all there. Like I said, I've got a interview with Melissa Flores coming out, and then the next Rangers Around the World with Ash Beard Guy, the other Ash. It was funny. I recorded with 2 Ashes on one day. So that was great hopping around the time zones, but that's also coming out soon. So and got some other stuff planned. I got to finish the Cosmic Fury review, and then we got to keep doing the Comic Squadron stuff. So lots of stuff still on the table, and like Rose said, we've got until July before we see how this comic stuff all ends, because I don't think this is the end. So yeah.
Word. You guys can find me here, Roliver Queen _ on YouTube. On Twitter. You can find me here on YouTube. I'm back. Just dropped a video yesterday with the Homegirl Sai. So it's just like a women's perspective on the comic book scene. Great conversation. So the algorithm loves when me and Sai get together. So definitely go check that out. I guess I'm back to business as usual. Since you guys are here, I will be doing a proper 700 sub stream. Yo,
I thought you went for the comics. Sorry if I cut you off.
Damn it.
Sorry.
I'll be doing the proper 700 sub stream, and it'll also be the the 5-year anniversary since I started YouTube. So this month was the 5-year anniversary, but just with timing and all that stuff, I couldn't do a stream. But in the next like week or two, and yeah, it'll be a revolving door. You'll see plenty of these wonderful faces, and then some more. So be on the lookout for that. But thank you guys for checking out the stream. A lot of people showed up. Appreciate it. All you guys, Ben, Cosmic, Deoxy, Eric, I appreciate you guys for coming through, man. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for
Everybody
having
be
us.
kind to each other.
you. Yes, definitely. And like I said, this is not the last time. We will be back together in July, and tears will be flowing down my face.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yes, I would.
For sure.
Instead of wine, it will be a bottle of either tequila or whiskey, because there's gonna be a lot of feels that night. A lot of feels.
Find you under the table.
Yeah. But y'all, thank you to everybody who tuned in. Much love, much peace. It's your boy Roliver Queen and this wonderful lineup of homies, and we are out.